Have you ever stepped out of a warm shower feeling a little lightheaded? Maybe even a bit unsteady on your feet? You brush it off as nothing, just a little dizziness. But what if I told you that for people over 70, that little moment could be a serious warning sign? As we get older, things that once seemed simple, like taking a nice, relaxing shower, can actually become a hidden risk. I know, it sounds dramatic. After all, we've showered our entire lives, but our bodies change in ways we might not even notice, and routines that were once safe may start working against us. So today we're talking about something most people never think twice about, a common shower habit that might be putting your safety at risk. The goal here isn't to scare you, it's to help you stay independent, strong, and in control of your health. Because that's what matters most, right? Now let's set the scene. It's early morning, you're still waking up, the house is quiet, and you step into the shower for a warm rinse. It feels good, comforting, but here's the thing. Early morning showers, especially warm or hot ones, can suddenly drop your blood pressure. When your blood vessels dilate from the heat, it can reduce blood flow to your brain, and that's where things get tricky. Dizziness, blurred vision, even blacking out for a moment, it can happen fast. And in the shower, where surfaces are slippery and there's nothing soft to land on, a fall can be devastating. But temperature isn't the only factor. Timing plays a huge role too. Most people don't realize that our blood pressure tends to fluctuate first thing in the morning. If you're also taking medications, especially for blood pressure or heart conditions, you may already be more vulnerable during that time of day. Combine that with a steamy shower, and suddenly a relaxing moment can turn into a dangerous one. So what can you do? Well, the first shift is simple. Change your shower time. Consider moving it to later in the morning or even early evening when your body has had time to fully wake up and stabilize. You'll feel more alert and your balance will be better. Your medications will have had time to kick in, and overall, you'll reduce the risk of those sudden blood pressure drops that sneak up on you. Another small but powerful tweak is adjusting the water temperature. I know how good a hot shower feels, especially if you wake up with stiff joints. But the hotter the water, the more your blood vessels expand, and the more likely you are to feel that drop in pressure. Try going just a little cooler, not cold, just warm instead of hot. It's gentler on your system and still feels great. Some people even find that a slightly cooler shower leaves them feeling more energized and steady. Of course, not everything is about timing or temperature. There's also the issue of what's underneath your feet. Bathroom falls are one of the top causes of injury for older adults, and they're often completely preventable. If your shower doesn't already have a non-slip mat or safety grips, that's one of the easiest upgrades you can make. It might not seem like a big deal, but a simple textured mat can be the difference between a safe shower and a hospital visit. It's those little things, those overlooked moments in our daily routines, that matter more than ever now. Because staying safe doesn't mean slowing down or living in fear. It just means being a little more mindful, a little more intentional with how we go about things we've always done. That way we stay strong and independent longer. And that's really the goal, isn't it? Now, while adjusting your shower time and temperature can make a big difference, there's another habit that's even more overlooked. And that's what happens right after your shower. Most people don't realize it, but stepping out of the shower too quickly, especially without support, is where many accidents happen. Think about it. You're warm, relaxed, your blood pressure may have dropped slightly, and then suddenly cold air hits you, your body reacts, you get a chill, maybe even a little disoriented. That quick temperature shift can throw your balance off before you even take a step. And if your bath mat isn't secure, or the floor is damp, you're already at risk before you've even dried off. That's why one of the smartest things you can do is take your time and set up a safe transition space. A sturdy, non-slip mat right outside the shower, a small bench or chair nearby in case you need to sit down, and a towel within reach before you open the curtain or step out, so you're not stretching or moving around trying to grab it. These are little details, but they give you control over the environment, and when you have that control, you feel more confident and you stay safer. Let's talk about confidence for a moment, because what often doesn't get discussed enough is how much fear can grow after a fall, or even just a close call. Maybe you've experienced that hesitation before, that second guessing before stepping into the shower, that feeling of, what if something happens? And the truth is that fear isn't just emotional, it affects your physical body too. When you're tense, you're more likely to slip. When you're worried, your balance isn't as steady. But when you're prepared and feel secure in your environment, everything changes. You move more easily, you enjoy the routine again. That's what we want. And there's no shame in adding tools that support that freedom. For example, have you thought about installing a grab bar inside or just outside your shower? It's not just for people in physical therapy or recovery. It's for anyone who wants an extra layer of safety. Many of them are designed now to blend in with your bathroom decor. Some are even suction mounted, so you don't have to drill into tile or do any big remodeling. And once they're up, you'll wonder how you ever managed without them. Even if you don't need it every time, just knowing it's there gives you that extra peace of mind. Let's also not forget how important it is to listen to your body. If you've been feeling more fatigued than usual, or maybe you've had a few moments of lightheadedness during the day, it's not a weakness, it's a signal. Your body's trying to tell you it needs a gentler approach. Maybe that means skipping a morning shower and opting for a sponge bath when needed, or spacing out your routines. Shower one day, shampoo the next. This isn't about doing less, it's about doing smarter. And I want to say this loud and clear. None of these adjustments mean you're giving up independence. Quite the opposite. They're how you protect your independence. They're how you make sure you're in charge of your routines, your space, and your safety. Because every small change you make today adds up to a longer, stronger, more confident tomorrow. Another thing we don't talk about enough is what happens before the shower even starts. Preparation isn't just about what you do in the moment, it's about setting yourself up for success before you turn on the water. Think about how you feel when you're rushed. Maybe you're trying to shower quickly before an appointment or before guests arrive. That sense of hurry, it increases tension, and tension increases the chances of slipping or losing balance. Your body needs time. So if you haven't already, consider creating a little routine before you shower, not just grabbing a towel and turning the water on, but giving yourself a moment to check in with your body. How's your energy? Do you feel steady? Are your legs a bit stiff or shaky? If anything feels off, maybe wait a bit. Have a glass of water, move around gently, warm up your muscles. And here's another tip that may seem small, but is actually powerful shower lighting. Yes, lighting. Dim or shadowy bathrooms are an accident waiting to happen, especially as our vision naturally changes with age. The contrast between a bright light outside the shower and dim lighting inside it can make it hard to see puddles, obstacles, or even the edge of the tub. Make sure your bathroom is well lit, ideally with soft, even lighting that eliminates shadows. You'd be amazed at how much more secure you feel when you can actually see clearly what's around you. Let's also touch on something that's very close to the heart for many people, asking for help. Maybe you've been fiercely independent your whole life. You've raised families, run businesses, handled challenges with grace and strength. So the idea of needing help in the shower might feel uncomfortable or even embarrassing, but needing help doesn't mean you're helpless. It means you're wise enough to protect your health. Whether it's a family member installing a bench or a caregiver helping you feel safe and supported during a more difficult season, accepting help is not giving up. And here's something else to think about, how we talk to ourselves about aging. There's so much pressure in the world to stay youthful, to act like we're still 40, to hide our needs. But what if we change the narrative? What if being in your 70s and beyond was about wisdom, not weakness? About confidence, not decline? Aging well isn't about pretending nothing's changed. It's about adapting so that we can keep doing the things we love with grace and strength. Your body may be changing, but your independence, your joy, your sense of purpose, that's still yours to protect. So let's bring this full circle. You might be thinking, it's just a shower, I've done it my whole life, and you're right, but that's the thing about the habits we do every day. They become invisible. We stop thinking about them, and that's when the real risks start to slip in. But with just a few simple changes, timing your shower later, cooling the temperature, preparing the space, moving slowly, adding a safety bar, you're not just preventing a fall, you're preserving your freedom. And I want to leave you with this. Every time you take one of these small steps, you're not just avoiding a mistake, you're making a powerful choice. You're choosing to take care of yourself. You're choosing to stay strong. And you're showing everyone around you, your family, your friends, even your younger self, that growing older doesn't mean giving up control. It means being smart, staying sharp, and embracing the wisdom you've earned. If this video helped you feel more confident or reminded you of something important, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, or if you've made any of these changes yourself. And if you know someone else who might benefit from this conversation, maybe a parent, a neighbor, a friend, send it their way. You never know how one video can make a big difference in someone's day. Make sure to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more gentle, honest conversations about staying healthy, strong, and independent through every chapter of life. Here's to living well, aging smart, and taking care of ourselves with confidence and compassion. You've earned that.